When was the last time you felt genuinely listened to, like somebody had actually spent the time, taken the time to sit and listen and hear you? When was the last time you took the time to listen to someone else? Was it when you were asking your kids to do something late in the evening and they came back to you with "yeah, but," and before they had a chance to finish, you just told them to get on with it and do what you'd asked them to do? Was the last time that you were really listened to when you sat with your boss in a one-to-one meeting or an appraisal and talked about what was really important to you while she typed away on her computer answering that really important email that she had to get off in the next 10 minutes? And perhaps the last time you really listened to somebody is when your mum or dad or brother or sister or somebody really important to you in your close family or your close circle of friends phoned you up to talk to you about something that was really important to them, and you found your eyes drifting over onto your smartphone, answering a little message on Facebook, or perhaps your attention was caught by David Attenborough on the television or something similar. The point of all of these ramblings for me is that we go through modern life listening but not really hearing what's going on around us. And this has never been more obvious to me, I guess, than this afternoon when I thought I've had enough of the office. I want to take an hour out, and I put my coat on and my gloves and I went for a bit of a power walk along the seafront here in Brighton. And as the sun started to set, you couldn't tell it was sunny, but as it started to get a bit darker, I became really acutely aware of the noise of the sea and the waves crashing onto the beach, and it was almost deafening. And as I walked along, I thought, wow, imagine all of the people I know in London sat at their desks or in another big city or town around the world, plodding away, typing away at their desks, who would really appreciate the opportunity to hear the sea crashing against the beach. And I stopped and looked, and I had a sudden realization that it wasn't the sea that was making the noise. It was actually the pebbles on the beach. So the beach here in Brighton is stony, there's no sand. And as the waves were crashing into the land, it was pushing and forcing the pebbles up the beach, which was making the huge rustling, rattling, banging noise that the power of the sea in a storm makes. And I suddenly became really aware that I had made an assumption that it was the sea, the water itself, the movement of the waves that was actually making the noise. And I thought, how many times do we go through life listening to things, making assumptions about what the actual noise is or what the actual message is or what's actually being conveyed to us or communicated to us, when there's really something much more powerful and much more important underneath. I'd like to leave one task with you, if I may, and that's to go home this evening or get up tomorrow morning and ask someone you love or somebody close to you one question that you think will be useful or important to them. And once you've asked the question, I want you to stay quiet for 3 minutes. Not ask a single other question, not make a noise, not yes, no. Just stay quiet and just see how much somebody talks to you, this loved person, this loved one in your life actually conveys. Actually listen to what they're saying. I think you'll be really surprised.